You can hear it, right?
Mic check.
No, I'm saying, can you hear the music?
Yeah, I hear the music.
Okay, okay. You about to go on.
Hey, Melva.
20 seconds. That was Drake. Started from the bottom. Home of Chicago Rising Stars with WTSU, iHeartRadio. I have a special guest in the building. She goes by the name of Raquel Shelton, and she's going to be talking about her new book that's hitting the streets Sunday. Well, they out now. So let's talk more with her right now. How you doing?
I am awesome. How are you?
I'm great. So can you tell us more about Dreams Bigger Than Texas?
My pleasure. Thank you for having me. First, I wanted to say that.
You're welcome.
Dreams Bigger Than Texas is an incredible Rose from Concrete story. If you are a fan of The Wood, Crooklyn, The Coldest Winter Ever, The Pursuit of Happiness, or Being Mary Jane, this book is for you. It's a hood story. It's a love story. It's a story of hope, strength, and tenacity. It just officially released, but I am in Chicago getting ready for an incredible release party. That's at Mars Gallery in the West Loop, this Sunday, 5 to 7 p.m. You can go to dreamsbiggerthantexas.com to learn more information about the release party. It's going to be live music there, beautiful people, refreshments, cocktails, book excerpts, spoken word, and we have some really incredible people lined up to perform that night. So it's a release party you do not want to miss.
Now, I heard you mention the best man in this book. Can you tell us the plot of the story? What is your focus?
So Dreams Bigger Than Texas is a memoir. It's a story of a young woman coming of age and overcoming adversities and her strive towards success. So you're with this character essentially from birth until she goes away to college and until she graduates. So the plot, it's a variety of different things. You're with her through every phase of her life. You're rooting for her, you're upset with her, but in the end you want her to win. So the whole premise of it is overcoming adversities and rewriting your story. So the character was birthed in a substance abusive home, domestically violent abusive home, and in the household, her mother's expectations was make sure you get your GED and don't bring any babies in this house, not realizing it was minimizing her potential down to a GED. So she's the first to graduate high school in her family and then the first to go off to college. So it's one of those redemption type stories. She's striving to overcome all these different elements that she was birthed into and hoping to be the one that made it and to get her family out the hood, if you will.
Okay, that's very intense.
It is intense, but it's a really great read. Like I said, I would pair it against or pair it with to the likes of Crooklyn, The Wood, The Coldest Winter Ever, and The Pursuit of Happiness. So you get a little bit of everything in there for different type of audiences.
Now, Miss Shelton, I have to call you Miss Shelton.
You can call me Miss Shelton.
You bringing a book like this, it's kind of like I have to come correct. So when you talk about these certain things, how do you feel exposing your business like this?
Good question. I am nervous. I can't front. I'm nervous, but I'm excited. I know that people need to hear my story. I believe that everyone has a unique gift and talent that they're placed on earth to do and to fulfill. And our gifts and talents are tied into other people. So until we be who we're supposed to be, other people can be who they're supposed to be. So the world is waiting on me to expose these vulnerabilities, to share this ugly, gritty stuff, to encourage that young guy, that young girl out there, to let them know that you're not by yourself and you can rewrite your story. Because statistically, I should have been pregnant, in jail, a ward of the state, on drugs myself, but I've overcome so many things, and it's my obligation to share it and to give back. So I'm nervous, but my obligation is greater than any fears and frustrations. So I gotta keep pushing to get this story out.
Well, that's good. You have pseudo characters in this book, so you don't have to say any names.
There are no names, so don't worry about that. And I want to thank and welcome my Facebook audience that's tuned in. No names. Very, very tasteful. The story is my story, but of course, as I interact with other people, their likeness is altered out of respect, and it's tasteful.
That's awesome.
But we did say that we were talking about the best man.
Right.
There are 2 people out there that have already read the book top to finish. So they've been texting me, who is this, or what does that mean? And so it's one of those things where I do kind of feel like that character, where I'm days away from the release party and I'm about to just put my life on blast. But again, it's really for a great cause. And so,
do you think about taking your book and putting it on media, like in a cinema, sort of say?
I do. I definitely can see a movie. I can see maybe some shows similar to Girlfriends. I can see a little bit of everything. It has an HBCU element in it as well, so that makes for great script writing and things of that sort. So yeah, I do. I see a movie. I see a movie in the future.
That's great. So your book release is Sunday.
The release party is Sunday, and technically it's supposed to release November 1st, but because I knew I would be here, I went ahead and released it a couple of days early. So there is some incentives if you go ahead and get it, and you can go to dreamsbiglintexas.com to learn all of that. But it's technically it's release, guys, so you can technically go ahead and get it now.
Okay.
But yeah.
What's the address to the book release party?
The address, we're at Mars Gallery in the West Loop, off of Fulton Market. So I think it's 1139 West Fulton Market, from 5 to 7 p.m. Like I said, it's going to be spoken word, positive vibes. We have No Try Do, who's MCing. We have Tony Mono, who does spoken word here in Chicago. And we have Christopher Lamarck, he's performing there as well. So quite a few well-known people in the city that are there performing. I'll be speaking. We'll have book excerpts. There'll be an excerpt museum. The cocktails, great people, great space to network. Some media people will be there. So it's going to be positive vibes. So you definitely want to check out dreamsbiglintexas.eventbrite and go ahead and get your tickets squared away, and make sure you're in the building Sunday for the Dreams Big in Texas release party.
Okay, thank you so much for stopping in.
Thank you for having me.
You're so welcome, because I know you busy, girl. Y'all should see her up in. She got her stilettos on, and they love her.
Thank you. It was a pleasure. Anytime I can come back to Chicago State and other campuses, I think, even the college students, they benefit from stories like this. So I hope some of you that are contemplating finishing out this semester, how to get through it, Dreams Bigger Than Texas is a great motivator to finish off the semester. And hopefully I can come back here and speak someday.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Peace. Coming up next, don't forget to check us out on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. We have Chicago Rising Star, Chandra Croker. She's going to be stopping in soon.
All right. Hey, Eric. Hey, Amber. Hey, Courtney. Hey, Chris. Hey, Dion. Hey, Georgette. Hey, Jonathan. Hey, Clifford. I hope y'all taking that road trip up here. Hey, Tamara. Hey, Marquise. Janet. Yeah, it's raining and kind of cold here. Melva. So thank you all for tuning in. Yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for tonight. We were at WKKC earlier. The 9:30 interview, we're going to reschedule that, so I will not be on air at 9:30. But just keep staying tuned. I'll keep you guys in the loop. If you have not got your ticket, you want to get it. This party is going to be crazy. It's going down in Chicago, in the West Loop. Thank you all for watching, and I appreciate the support. Oh, go get your copy. Like, the book is already available. Go ahead and get your copy.